Hey, I wonder if I can do the laugh. No, I really can't. Is this our first Simpsons game? You know, I guess it is. Even though it's called Bart something, would be prefaced with The Simpsons, so they end up much later in the alphabet. Which makes it weird that the first game we look at is for one of the show's sub-characters. I mean, I'm sure Krusty the Clown is up there, but is he really the first guy you think of after the main family? Hey, you know what? Let's test that using science. Or by asking my pal Ryan.
Action.
Action Ryan. What's your name?
Ryan.
What year were you born?
1979.
Can you name for me, outside of the main family, a Simpsons character who isn't Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa Simpson or Maggie?
Grandpa Simpson.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
No Krusty there, but Ryan is old like me and can remember a world without the Simpsons. So how about someone born after the Simpsons, what we'll refer to as post-Simpsons? What's your name?
My name's Ethan.
And what year were you born?
I was born in 2004.
And can you name for me the first Simpsons character that comes to mind that is not one of the main family? So not Marge, not Homer,
Okay.
not Bart, not Lisa, not Maggie.
Krusty the Clown.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
A positive Krusty answer. Intriguing. Let's throw this to the socials. Oh, no Krusties there. Which is obviously ironic, because I doubt any of my followers are the youngest fellas in the world. So let's use my son's links to the other young guys and see what they say. Ignoring the Yo Mom answer, you know, clearly a fan of the Estazine there, we get a few more names popping up. But the best way to look into this is to fire up a spreadsheet. Now what's clear here is that Krusty is down the pecking order as he shows up twice, while the top two are Apu with 3 and then Flanders with 4. Even more interestingly, Krusty said by 0% of people born pre-Simpsons and 100% post-Simpsons responders. Well, you know, a bit interesting. It's not, you know, anything in a spreadsheet isn't necessarily that interesting, but you know, it's interesting. It's interesting. You know, anyway, I admit that isn't the most scientific experiment that's ever been done, but you can't argue with the results. Krusty is way down the list of characters people think of, but that didn't stop him headlining this game in the 90s. So just how do you make a game out of Krusty the Clown? Well, as noted, it's the 90s, so a platformer obviously is the base. But how about mixing in some puzzle elements? Lemmings is popular, so why not add in some little fellas that need saving? Or because this is the Simpsons that need exterminating instead. First order of business, a further example why you should read the manual. I thought I'd managed to lock myself out of this stage as I couldn't figure out what to do in order to complete it. Turns out you needed to stand on these blocks and push down in order to pick them up, obviously. Now we've got that sorted, we can look at the game itself, which is pretty fun. The setup is you're the eponymous Krusty, who finds out that his funhouse is full of rats, so has to get rid of them by herding them across the levels and into what are essentially squishing machines, operated by various other Simpsons characters, including Sideshow Mel, Corporal Punishment, and yes, Bart Simpson himself. The main thing you do is move blocks around, which means that the rats climb platforms they couldn't access before and so on. You still have to deal with baddies, which you do with what I'm reliably told are pies. Well, he is a clown after all, right? Now Jazz loves this one, he's all about it, saying that the puzzle action is totally absorbing and that gameplay is beautifully balanced, urging people to give this one a try. He also says it will keep you entertained for weeks, noting that's longer than your average big name platform game, which is maybe a bit of shade thrown towards a certain blue hedgehog. 90% is the overall score, stating that it combines the two genres perfectly. It's a bold statement chucking perfect in there, but he's not really that wrong. Once past my initial issues, which were down to me being a dafty more than anything the game was doing, this is really fun. Probably the best of the Simpsons 8/16-bit home games. Stick that in your cowabunga and smoke it, Bart, if that is your real name.